Hey guys, so this is the December plan with me. I cannot believe that it's already December of 2017. Where has time gone? Oh my god. If you don't know yet, I have migrated bullet journals. That's why it's a different color than it was last time. It is the copper color. You can watch my migration video. I'm gonna put a cue card right here. If you haven't seen it yet, then you're late. Just kidding. I urge you to see it so you can see what I did when I migrated, because I did it in the middle of the month, in the middle of the week. If you need help with that or inspiration or whatever, you just want to watch more bullet journal videos, then I urge you to watch it now. Before like the December plan with me, we're gonna have a look back on November and the themes that I used. So I'm actually gonna start with this notebook because this is where we started November. I started off November with a title page, and then this is my monthly spread. It is actually, I migrated it to my new journal in exactly the same way. It's literally just a carbon copy, or as close to a carbon copy as I could muster. My goals, only achieved one. As per usual, I don't know why it happens, but it happens. In terms of my mood, I was having mostly a pretty good time, except for like a week or so here that you see a little darker colors, but otherwise it's been good, it's been fine. In terms of my habits, this is exercise. I was doing okay for the beginning part, and then there's just a huge chunk where I did not exercise at all. Oh, I should mention I like to end my weeks on Saturday, which is why this video is late. If you can see this, I was very social this month. There were only a few days where I didn't talk to people or see people or anything like that. I had a fair amount of fun. I spent maybe like half of the time, a little less than half. I was outdoors for a good chunk of time. This is pretty good for me. It's not really gonna get any better than that now because it's colder. And in terms of YouTube and editing, it's about 11 days out of the month, which is still not as much as I would like to be. Now, writing and comedy is blank because I didn't do it this month. I didn't write. I wasn't trying to be funny, which is not good. Not good at all. In terms of career other, it's about the same. I also need to kick my own butt in terms of doing that because, let's face it, I need money. So for the first week, my theme was like fall, branches. The last bit of October is here with like spooky lettering and speech bubbles that say like scary things or cute scary things and stuff like that. For the rest of November, I have leaves for the dates with corn on the cob for the weather, and then the days are just written in like branchy twiggy lettering. Oh, for October, it's like the scream face for the date, a ghost for the weather. I'm gonna try to skip pages so you don't see my secrets. The next week, week 45, I did pumpkins and gourds, if you can see, with like the vines as lettering for the day of the week. The pumpkins and gourds have the dates. In terms of the weather, November is known for like No Shave November. It's like a men's health awareness month. So I have like little like shavings with like different kinds of razors, and then the weather is a mustache or some type of like facial hair. They're not very well drawn, but I tried. That's all that matters. The next week is interesting because this is when I had to migrate my bullet journal, because this is the last 2 pages of the notebook. Like there's no more. Instead of like leaving these pages blank, I don't like leaving pages blank. I just started the next week with the first 2 days because I figured I could fit their journal entries on these 2 pages. And I was right. The theme for this week is a hot beverage. So it's like a coffee cup, a mug with like the smells and the heat wafting to form the lettering for the day of the week. And then for the weather, it's like a branch or a twig that has a s'more on it. I said before I made a mistake because you don't really put graham crackers on the twig when you roast the marshmallow, but I committed to the drawing. I already drew it in pen, so I was just like, you know what, whatever, it'll be okay, it'll be fine. So that's the end of that notebook, and I'll show you guys how I started this one. So again, since it's the same week, the theme of it is still the same. It's still the hot beverages with the s'mores for the rest of that week, week 46. So this is the new notebook, in case anyone was not following. This is the new notebook. And then for the fourth week is the week of Thanksgiving. So I decided to do a bunch of like Thanksgiving themed drawings, starting with the turkey leg that's supposed to be a turkey leg that has the day of the week, and then the drawing for the dates are different like Thanksgiving foods. So that's like ham, that's some type of pie, that's like a gravy boat. And then as for the weather, I just drew little live turkeys with like footsteps to frame it. And then the last week of November is also when December starts. This was interesting because I ended my journal entries on this page. So that means I started my weekly spread on this page. So instead of like having an open spread for the week, I have like a back-to-back spread. And I decided to make this kind of like wintry fashion, if that makes any sense. Instead of boxes, I just made them into like rows, if you could say that. The day of the week is in a scarf, so these are supposed to be scarves. And as for weather, it's with hats and gloves, so I have different kinds of hats and gloves. The borders are some type of like pattern, so this is like solid stripes. This is supposed to be like a plaid, but since it's so thin you can't really tell that it's plaid. And then this is polka dot. And then for December, I decided to do kind of like a wintry theme. So the date is a snowflake. The day of the week are like, little snowflakes with smaller snow or sleet dotting it around it. And then the border is also just like blowing snow. And the weather are ice skates. So that is a look back at my November spread. We are going to get started with the December plan with me. I celebrate Christmas, my family celebrates Christmas, so we get presents for each other, and I need to make a list of things to get for my family and for friends. I usually do my cover page on this side, but since I was going to do a Christmas list, I figured I could start it on this side and do the Christmas list here. I've pre-drawn what my title page is going to be, as well as how I want my Christmas list to look like. I'm not a very good drawer or sketcher, so excuse me if it turns out not so great, and I will bring it to life right now. So we're going to start with outlining the things that I've already pre-drawn, and this part takes a little bit of time, so I'm going to use some magic right here. So you can see I'm outlining December in Christmas lights, and I'm going to do a little bit more of outlining, more outlining, and more outlining. And the scene is actually us looking into a Christmas decorated living room, into a Christmas scene. So this, I'm coloring in the window pane dividers. Is that how you call it? And of course we have to color everything in because everything has to be bright and merry and festive. I'm done. So yeah, again, this is the scene, looking through the window to a Christmas scene. I will be working on the naughty and nice list now, which is just my Christmas list for my family members and friends. I'll just be outlining that, and then we'll do the monthly spread. Say hello to my cat. I feel like she feels the need to make a cameo in every single thing that I make now. So this is it. This is my December cover page and my Christmas list that I will write what I'm gonna get my family and friends. Now we're gonna keep going with the monthly spread. We're gonna start the monthly spread by lining up the days of the week. The font that I decided to use are mistletoe or holly, so the berries are the corners of the letters and the leaves are the lines of the letters. And instead of boxes for the dates, I've decided to make them circular to represent ornaments, or baubles if you're from across the pond in the UK. My family doesn't really do themed decorations, so they're going to be multicolored because my family does multicolors. I'm putting the tops on the ornaments where you put like the thread or like the hook thingy. I'm doing them in both silver and gold. And of course I have to go in and fill out the dates. This is me setting up the mood tracker. I'm doing multicolors because it is Christmas and it has to be festive. And this is me writing out or drawing the title for Mood and Habits. I honestly don't like how it ended up turning out, but hey, it's here and it'll have to do. As for the habits, I decided to make them resemble Christmas lights hanging from above, so I've drawn 31 bulbs, and for each day that I've done the habit, I will color them in with the corresponding color of whatever ornament that day is. And of course, who can forget my monthly goals? I think I have 8 this month, and who knows if I'll achieve any of them. Whatever happens, happens, you know? And of course, the monthly quote, which this month it's never too late to be who you might have been. How profound. And of course, no monthly spread will be complete without a gigantic month title. That's basically it for my monthly spread. I checked back here and I don't know what's happening, but it's a little ghostier than usual. I haven't noticed that yet for the other pages, but maybe it's just coming out now. But I can see a lot more of what I drew on the next page through the paper, if anyone wants to take note of that. The weekly spread theme is pretty much the same as the monthly spread. The dates are holly/mistletoe, and the days of the week are Christmas lights. And the weather is encased in a little stocking at the bottom corner of the frame. Why does this keep happening? I feel like it's not even a joke anymore that I mess it up. I feel like it's just mandatory that I mess something up while I do this. And of course, the week number and the dates are in line with the theme. Okay. This is pretty much it for my December plan with me. Here's a final flip through of what I did. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more bullet journal videos in the future, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell, and hit whatever else you can hit, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Oh, and hit up my social media, which will be right here somewhere. And thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye!